Hey everyone, and welcome to the Chambersburg Mall in Scotland, Pennsylvania, just outside of Chambersburg. Here we have another Crown American rural mall to look at. As you know, I have documented many rural malls, although this one seems to stand out because of how big it is. So, why don't you grab a drink and a snack, and let's take a look at the Chambersburg Mall. In 1982, the Chambersburg Mall opened with a Hess's and a GB, along with a Carmike Cinemas. In 1985, Crown American added a new anchor, which was an Irelees, although they would become Bon-Ton when they would buy the company out. In 1991, a Sears was added to the mall, which would become the fourth anchor. Sears moved from downtown Chambersburg to join the mall. Alright, approaching the blocked off area, the only blocked off area in the mall, surprisingly. I would think that they would block off more, although this is just due to water damage. So if this wasn't for water damage, I'm sure this portion would be open. But down here we're looking at the former Burlington, which used to be the GB. And there you go, they have a lot of buckets down there. It doesn't look good. And that section will probably never reopen. And the mall probably doesn't even care. And there we have the management office, which is right at the section that's blocked off. So they obviously aren't doing anything about that. And right here we have a fabric fair. I believe this was the Fashion Bug store. And here we have, like, I couldn't tell you how many Ames carts were in here. This fabric fair was actually put on by the Salvation Army of Chambersburg. And they bought these Ames carts in here from, I guess, their store or wherever their headquarters is in Chambersburg. They bought these Ames carts in here. Now, those aren't for sale, I'm assuming. This is a fabric fair, not a shopping cart store. I guess the shoppers would use those to shop around the store. But that is an insane number of Ames carts, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And here we also have the Army Recruitment Center also moved. So they can't even make it in here, and they're in a lot of dead malls. So not looking pretty good. In the early 90s, Hess's closed all stores, with the Chambersburg Mall location becoming a JCPenney in 1992. Also in 1992, GB became a Value City, and Value City would last until 2008, when the chain folded and the store became a Burlington. So right here on our right, that used to be the Finish Line store. And in 2006, two guys actually robbed the store at gunpoint. And that was one of the many incidences that occurred here at the Chambersburg Mall. There was a shooting in 98, and there was a lot of robberies. Someone robbed there was a bank in this mall. Someone robbed at gunpoint. I think there was like a couple times people robbed jewelry stores at gunpoint in this mall too. So a lot of robberies and different things that are horrible things, tragic things happened at this mall in the early 2000s. So not a really a good look at all for this mall. I don't know who would want to come here and shop after hearing that news all those years. And this was JCPenney, which closed in 2015. And as you can see, all that empty space just going to waste. And actually, there was talks a couple years ago, I believe in 2016, that Rural King was supposed to move in there, but they actually didn't. They moved to the Kmart in Chambersburg. In 2003, Crown American and their mall portfolio was acquired by Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust. In 2009, U.S. News and World Report named the mall one of the most 10 endangered in the United States, calling it a, quote, sleepy mall and perennial underperformer. In May 2012, Pritt initially announced plans to sell certain properties to reduce its debt and strengthen its balance sheet. In November 2013, the mall was officially sold to Mason Asset Management for $8.8 million. Okay, this shot right here, I thought it was funny. They duct taped the tree branch back onto the tree instead of just letting it fall off and discarding it. They actually duct taped the branch back onto the tree. I thought that was pretty funny, so I had to get a shot of that. In 2014, Sears closed and was replaced by a Black Rose Antiques, which at the time had a store at the Phillipsburg Mall, which is closed now and currently has a location in Hanover, PA, which is their flagship, and they are currently working on opening a third location in the Berkshire Mall in Reading, Pennsylvania. In July 2015, JCPenney closed, and in August 2018, the Bon-Ton closed due to bankruptcy. On January 18th of 2019, Burlington closed, which left Black Rose as the single anchor. The day this video was recorded was the last day of the AMC Theater. As of today, one business remains, which is an art gallery, which is never open. The Bath & Body Works, T-Mobile, the Nail Salon, the Escape Room, and the Army Recruiting Center are all closed now, and there's absolutely nothing left in the mall except for that studio and the Black Rose Antiques, which doesn't open their mall entrance. I also noticed in the one hallway that the Books A Million were people setting up a book sale in there. I actually noticed that for a while, but there was never a book sale there, so I don't know what they're doing in there. They're just tables of books, and they never have it open, unless if they have it open certain days. But whenever I was there, and I come here a lot, they never have a book sale there, and there's always just books sitting in there. And it doesn't make any sense. But I really don't see a future at this mall anymore. There would be no point to keep it open, and I wouldn't be surprised if the whole place closes this year at some point. So we'll see about the Chambersburg Mall. I really just don't think there's a point in keeping it open anymore. I would like to thank everyone for watching my video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I would like to ask you to please leave a like on this video, and please subscribe if you are not already, and I encourage you to comment on this video as well, as comments are what fuel my channel and my work. Until next time, I wish you all well, and I will see everyone in the next video.